Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of WSO2 API Manager platform. Today let's take a quick tour of API Manager 4.0 Analytics platform, including how to configure it and how to use it. Among many other platforms such as API Manager, Enterprise Integrator, Identity Server, WSO2 has been providing an analytics platform to provide better business insights on APIs and integration usage for enterprises. Before we talk about API Manager 4.0 release, let's take a look at what we had before so we can get some old terminology out of the way. WSO2 Analytics platform went through a number of changes. All the versions prior to API Manager 4.0 release only supported on-premise deployments. WSO2 Data Analytics Server, DAS, WSO2 Stream Processor, SP, and WSO2 Streaming Integrator, SI, are the underlying platforms provided the analytics capabilities before. Even though they provided a lot of valuable insights on API and integration usage, all those previous analytics platforms including DAS, SP, and SI added a significant amount of operational overhead. Those platforms required a complex deployment as they had multiple roles or profiles and they needed multiple high-end servers to run. With the release of API Manager 4.0, WSO2 has taken a different approach by making it a cloud-based analytics platform, taking away the operational overhead and the complexity from the customers. As you can see here, you can run API Manager Gateway on-premise and it can publish all the API usage events to Choreo Analytics platform, which is a cloud-based analytics platform, and users can access the Choreo dashboard to view the stats. As a first step, let's take a look at the configuration side of it. You can open the deployment.toml, which is located in repository and conf directory, to do the configuration. When you open the deployment.toml configuration file, you will see a section called API Analytics with these default settings. So what you need to do is you need to change these settings to look like this. So you need to make sure you enable the API Analytics by providing the configuration endpoint with a valid authorization token. So how do we get the authorization token is going to console.choreo.dev, which is the Choreo platform. You can log in with your existing account. If you don't have an account, you can always request access to Choreo platform, which is in public beta as we speak. So you can go to Choreo portal and you can go to settings, and here you have an option called on-premise keys. The way it works is for each deployment, it could be a pre-production, it could be a production. Depending on the environment, you can create and generate a new key, and you can copy and paste that key into your authorization token section over here. Once you get the token and specify here, you can start the API Manager product, and then you can play around with it. I do have an API called PisaCheck API, which comes out of the box as a sample API. And here you have an option called Analytics in the API Manager Publisher portal. When you click Analytics option, it will take you to Choreo Analytics portal over here. So this is the default configuration for the Choreo Analytics portal. So this is the dashboard used by users to see the statistics of the API usage. As you can see here, it will allow you to select the environment which you want to analyze your API usage. I do have only one environment here, as you can see in the configuration page. You may have multiple environments such as QA, staging, production. So you can select the environment you want to analyze, and then it will load all the usage information over here for the selected environment. And as you can see, it will show you the overview page as the landing page, which highlights the total traffic, error request count, average error rate, and the latency percentage. And you can narrow down this view by selecting this duration over here. You can look at the past 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or you can provide a custom date range as well. So let's go through some of those charts or widgets available here. So this is the API request summary. So you can see, when you hover over your mouse, you can see the number of success request, error request, and the latency. And you can move between these different widgets. For example, you can go to traffic, and then you can see the different data provided with regard to the traffic. As you can see here, there are, let me select traffic option again. So you can see here the number of hits, 89 for all the APIs. So you can actually pick and choose the API that you want to analyze. I do have only one API at the moment, and the application as well. I do have two applications here, so you can view based on the application, and you can see the usage based on the backend. I do have only one backend, and based on the application, and you can change the chart type depending on your choice. And here you will see the different resources being called or executed. For this resource we have 56 hits, and for this resource we have only 2 hits. And you can go to errors widget, then you can see what are the different type of errors, because earlier we saw there were around 30 odd errors, and out of that we have 21 throttled out and 10 authentication related errors. So depending on your requirement, you can go and further analyze these details, and it will give you a summary in terms of the different failures, errors here over here. And you can see the latency information as well. You can analyze the total latency, backend latency, request mediation latency, response mediation latency. You will be able to analyze depending on the different areas, and any cache related analysis. And if you want to analyze based on the device, the API usage based on the browser, you will be able to do that using this widget. And also you can go to reports, and you can download these reports for the past month, or you can provide a custom range here, and then for a particular API or a consumer, you will be able to download the report. And also you will be able to see some information related to alerts, but in order to use these alerts, you need to first configure the alerts. The way you configure alerts is you can go to your profile and settings, and here you will be able to add 2 types of alerts, latency and traffic related alerts. For this particular API, you can specify response latency 100 milliseconds, and send an email to You can provide administrator's email address, and you can add an alert, and then you can specify traffic related alerts as well using this video. So once you configure these alerts, you will be able to see the alerts related information using this option. And another important improvement here is each and every widget provides an option to download this information as a PDF or CSV file, so you can share with others depending on your requirement. So this is how API Manager 4.0 Analytics provides a zero overhead, operational overhead for our customers, but provides the better insights on top of the API and integration usage. So you can go to for more information, you can go to API Manager documentation, and you can get more details on how to configure it and how to use it. And I encourage you to play around with Choreo as well as the analytics dashboard in Choreo, apart from the API Manager 4.0 product. Thank you.